happy, you're wrong.
Hey guys, Jasmine here. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, a special hello Yokwe and hola to you. So today I will be, as you can see by the title, showing you guys some of the apps that I use for Instagram, just whatever I use to edit pictures, things like that. Because a lot of people have asked me, and I just thought, why not make a video of the different apps that I use. People always ask me, oh, what did you use for this picture? What did you use for this picture? So while I'm waiting, you know, for my bagels and coffee to be ready, I'll just say a picture off of my Instagram, and I will show you how I edited it. So, oh my god, time out. Go away. Sorry guys, there was a crow on the balcony and the door was open, and we've had 2 times birds fly into our apartment because the door was open, so no, wasn't about to have that. Good morning. Oh, tip for when you drink iced coffee, use a straw, because then it stains your teeth less. So you can keep your pearly whites intact, but get your caffeine, you know? All I really use now is Lightroom and Airbrush, Fuji or R&I films, and Planoly. I used to use VSCO, but once I started paying for the Lightroom, so now I have Lightroom and Photoshop, I didn't really have a need to use VSCO anymore, and the quality of the photos are maintained when I use Lightroom, and I can like play around with the lighting more. I'll just show you guys Lightroom if you want to like step up from VSCO kind of thing. Lightroom's the way to go. It's just because I do photography as well, so that's why it was like a good investment for me. Okay, so there's a few photos in here already. Lightroom is really good for raw photos, so if you do photography or want to get into photography, always shoot on raw and then use Lightroom, because then you can tweak the picture a lot more. So I'll just pick, I don't know, I'll pick this one. So a lot of times, if you just want an easy kind of preset edit, then you can go to presets, and there's all these other different types of edits. So a lot of times I've used the turquoise and red one because it brings out a lot of the really good color, and a lot of times I'm by the water or something, so there's always blue, and I wear a lot of pink. Not right now, but I do wear a lot of pink or red, so that's a good one that I usually use. Vintage Instance, a really pretty one. Warm shadows, and then there's also black and white. You can increase the grain. Just natural, high contrast, vivid, matte. You get the picture. So okay, but let's say we know what we want, the kind of flow of the picture that we want. So a lot of times the thing that I focus on in Lightroom is the color. So let's say, okay, so there's pink in the picture, so I would go to red, and say increase the saturation. Maybe I want to change the color to be more pink or more orangey, less pinky type thing. And then a lot of times for your skin tone, it's the orange one, at least for me because I'm brown, but the orange one is the one that I use. So if it's an old-timey looking photo that I'm going for, then I would decrease the saturation, increase the luminance, make the hue a bit more towards the yellow side, and then it'll kind of take a bit of the color out. And then for the ocean, which is my favorite, in Lightroom you can do so much with the color of the ocean. So let's make it way more saturated. Let's make it a bit more teal, a bit darker, or maybe we want it to be a bit lighter. Like, there's so much you can do. So yeah, Lightroom is one of my favorite apps to use. And then I also use Airbrush if there's like shine, or maybe there's one pimple or something. So I'll just do one picture on here and show you guys. Let's just use okay, let's use this picture. Alright, so as you can see, there's some spot like freckles or just minor details on the face. If you want to get rid of them, then I just use the acne tool, smooth that out a bit. Without making it like look smooth and fake looking. And even if there's some things in the background, like if there was a person, or you see these small details that just because I'm a perfectionist, I'm like, oh, I don't want those people in my background or whatever, then you could use the acne tool as well to like make it go away, or like this towel thingy. And I mean, you can easily do this in Photoshop, but obviously this is if you know. You just need a quick fix, and it's like far away so you can't even see. So just little things like that. That's what I use this for. That's really what I use this for. All I use it for is the acne thing. No. Yeah, basically that's it. Alright, so then of course everyone knows about Fuji. I think there's another one called Fuji, and I think you have a bit more freedom with using that one and choosing that what edit is gonna happen when you take that picture. Whereas Fuji kind of just takes a picture and does whatever different thing on it. So I guess I'll just do an example. This is more for if I don't have my camera with me, and since I have Lightroom, I know I can lighten up the picture if I need to or whatever, but it takes really nice aesthetic photos and you don't even have to do much to it a lot of the time. So I love Fuji. And then R&I Films, this is the one that I use when I want to put like an overlay on my pictures. I used to pay for an app and I forget what it's called, and it has a lot of different types of overlays for photos, like different types of grains and yeah, all that stuff. Okay, so let's say this photo. I would go to Tools, go all the way to the end, and add some dust. And with this one, you don't really know what type of dust you would get each time you use it. And this might not be the best because on higher quality photos it doesn't come up as much. So let's pick a less, okay, this one. Alright, so there's already obviously more grain on it because it's a dark night picture taken on my phone. So if we go there, then you definitely see it more. See, so you can kind of make it subtle, make it more pronounced, or use black ones. Yeah, so it's really cool, and that's what I use this app for. And Planoly, so this is the app that I use to kind of organize my Instagram. And now you're gonna kind of see, so here's what I have. You can add different placeholders.
Oh, why?
It's okay. Yeah, my roommate's here playing video games as I film this. But anyways, so you can add those, you can move them around to see what pictures look nice next to each other, or like it's to maintain a feed pretty much. And I love this app. It saved my life. When you go into it, also you can schedule the photos so that, and pick a time, and it'll remind you to post it at that time. You can make hashtags where you could just add it to the photo so you don't have to like write them all out every single time. And yeah, that's what I use this one for. And it's a great app, but it does cost, so that's up to you. If you're really trying to grow your Instagram, or just you want to maintain a certain aesthetic, then that's a really useful app for that. So that's pretty much it for me for this video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, let me know in the comments. If there's anything else that you'd like for me to do, let me know too. Yep. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I will see you next time.